Hi, I'm Joe.
And my name's Chris, and we're from electrickicks.com.au. And today, we're here to talk about the top things you should look for before buying your electric scooter. First off, let's talk about range.
Absolutely, range is one of the most important things when buying a scooter, because the last thing you want to do is get halfway to work.
Absolutely. Yeah, no one likes to get stuck out and kick their scooter manually. But let's talk, well, range, what are the main things about range?
Well, range, it's all about how far do you need to get in a particular day before you need to charge it again. You know, some people will ride to work and home, not want to charge it. Other people will ride to work and need to charge it. So you sort of need to think about those sort of things.
And some people as well might want to ride on the weekends, they might want to go for longer rides, and they don't want to get stuck out.
Absolutely.
Next, let's talk about speed. I, for one, love going fast, but it's not necessarily for everyone. Depending on where you're at in your scooter buying journey will be really dependent on your speed that you're after.
Absolutely, 100%. Some people love to go fast, other people just don't have the skill level and want to start off slow.
Absolutely, and other people also might want the option to go fast sometimes and cruise along on other times. So Joe, what makes speed and power so important to look for?
Oh, look, it's everything to do with your ride. I mean, so speed is obviously how fast you can go and how fast you can travel. It's really important depending on the rider and their ability on making sure that they ride within that ability. But when you come to power, that's also torque, you know, and if you're the sort of person that has a few hills to climb, that's where you need to look at, has it got enough power to climb the hills? Is it a single motor or dual motor? These are all the sorts of things that affect both power and speed.
Absolutely, and if you're cruising here and there to work and back, you might want to cruise your scooter, maybe a 20, 25 to 30 k per hour scooter, single motor. But if you want the option to really accelerate, you want to look for a dual motor scooter. Dual motor scooters will give you the option to go single motor for cruising. And if you want to kick in that extra power, warp speed, you hit the dual motor button and you can basically get up any hill around.
Absolutely. And if you're a real thrill seeker, you can get, you know, something that will do in excess of 70, 80 k an hour.
Absolutely. And obviously, without saying, be careful where you're riding, obviously follow your local laws and regulations, but Electric Kicks do sell scooters that range from 20 k per hour all the way up to 110 k per hour for full off-road use. Next, let's talk about rider size. Now, rider size, everybody's different. Everyone comes in different packages.
Absolutely. Look at you, look at me. You know, different sizes, both up and wide.
Absolutely. And you know what? The rider size, let's tailor the scooter to your size, height, weight, and all your requirements so you can get the best out of your ride and also maximize your performance and minimize any issues with your scooter.
Absolutely. And look, some people aren't aware that, you know, weight has such an effect, and it really does affect the range and the speed. But there are also people that want to carry things, and this is a big thing with rider weight. So someone who's 60 kilos and they carry 20 kilo backpacks, that also affects the range.
Also, some people want to double their kids. That adds extra weight. We've seen it before, I'm the same. That needs to be taken into account with the type of scooter that you choose for this. So all scooters are also come in different power, different response time, and also different abilities.
Yeah. And they all have, and some have weight limits. So this is why it's important.
So what should people look for, Joe, when they're trying to assess which scooter is right for their size, height, and weight?
Well, really, they should first look at the weight limit of the scooter and how much weight they plan to put on that scooter. If they're near the weight limit, well, then they need to look for another scooter that can carry. You know, I always say, you know, rule of 10%. You want to be able to be at least 10% over the weight that you want to buy.
Those that are, say, a little bit heavier, what type of scooter should they look for? What specs or requirements?
Well, I mean, look, if you're heavier, dual motors are always ones that I recommend because it's going to work. It's going to get you up the hill. It's going to get you everywhere. You know, a lot of buyers are over 100 kilos, and I always say, really start looking at dual motor scooters at that sort of level.
Absolutely. And what about for just general commuting?
General commuting, I mean, you know, depending on where you are, if you're in Hobart where there's a few hills, you'll still need a dual motor scooter. You know, if you're around the flats of Dockland, then a nice single motor scooter will do it for you.
So Joe, those are the three crucial things to look for before buying your first electric scooter. Today we talked about speed, weight, and range. Now obviously there are a few other things to take into account. People can jump on electrickicks.com.au and check out a wide range of scooters that's going to suit them. In addition, you can pick up the phone, give us a call. We're happy to help you through your next choice of scooter.
Absolutely. May even get to talk to me.
Should you be so lucky.